Hi guys, welcome back to your weekly dose of life-work balance. In this video, I'll talk about the move pillar in my harmony compass and how exercise can help you live and work better. My name is Sabrina Cadini. I'm your holistic precision life coach and the creator of the life-work balance system, helping you live and work better thanks to customized lifestyle changes. If you'd like to know more, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell to receive notifications every time I have new content for you. Last week we talked about the first pillar in my harmony compass, nourish, and I'll link the video here in case you missed it. Today we'll focus on the second one, move. One thing that I discuss with my clients all the time is that we are still designed in the same way of our ancestors who used to live a very simple life. Of course, times are different, our environment and lifestyle have certainly changed, but our genes and biochemistry have not. So we need to support our bodies to allow our genes to express and our chemical processes to function optimally. How? By satisfying our basic needs, something that we forgot to do in our modern society. Nourishment with whole foods that we've seen in the last video, and we'll see more in the next weeks. Regular movement, which we'll talk about today, and proper rest. This will be the topic of next week's video. So we simply need to reevaluate our priorities. We should be our priority. This is why I don't buy the term work-life balance. You know that, right? For me, it's life-work balance, where we come first. I've talked about the benefits of real food that allows us to create all those beautiful cells in our body. And food also has a huge impact on how we think and perform every single day. Same thing for movement. Besides having some obvious benefits, it remains one of the most powerful ways to reverse a sedentary lifestyle and to positively impact our physical, mental, and emotional health. Now, how does exercise help us? So exercise causes a certain level of stress depending on the intensity, duration, and frequency. And that stress is necessary to help your muscle adapt and grow and provide different benefits that we'll see in a few minutes. In this case, stress is a good thing as long as you give yourself the time to rest and recover. At the same time, when we exercise, we need energy, and this is made possible by mitochondria, known as the powerhouses in our cells that convert energy from the food we eat, and they play a key role in many biological processes. Our longevity is directly tied to the health of our mitochondria, and exercise has been shown to improve the number and strength of mitochondria in our cells. So keep that in mind. Bottom line, our cells need exercise and movement to function optimally. So this goes beyond thinking, I want to look good for bikini season, or I want to look toned and buff, or I want to show my big muscles. It all goes down to our cellular health that can positively impact all those chemical reactions that happen in our bodies every second. What are the benefits of movement, you might ask? And there are many. And today I'll mention a few which I find awesome. Number one, it's a blood flow enhancer. Exercise improves blood flow to the body, and this includes the brain. As you know, blood delivers oxygen and essential nutrients that we need to stay healthy and vital. So you can get increased productivity, increased cognitive capacity, and better mood. Number two, it's a stress reducer. Movement lowers levels of stress-related hormones and reduces responses of the sympathetic nervous system, which is the one that keeps us in the fight or flight response when we react to a trigger. And we'll see more in future reframe pillar videos. Number three, exercise induces beneficial responses in the brain, and it helps increase BDNF, this might be a new word for you. BDNF stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and it's like a growth hormone for the brain that plays a critical role in growing and differentiating new neural pathways. Plus, it helps alleviate depression and anxiety. Number 4, exercise decreases inflammation by promoting detoxification. It calms our immune system and it turns on our body's production of antioxidants. And I left, I think, the most beneficial effect of exercise for last, which is that it increases insulin sensitivity and helps you maintain regular levels of blood sugar in your cells. It has been shown that a single bout of exercise can increase insulin sensitivity for at least 16 hours later. This is a lot. And in today's society, where some of our lifestyle choices promote insulin resistance, where insulin fails to regulate glucose levels, leading to type 2 diabetes, between processed foods, stress, and lack of movement, this can be a huge help. How can you make movement an integral part of your day? A lot of clients ask me and they're like, I don't have the time, but they only think they don't have the time, right? Maybe that sounds familiar to you as well. And I'll start by saying that light and dark are the primary drivers of our circadian rhythm that regulates our wake-sleep cycle. So both the move and rest pillars are very connected to each other. Whatever we do throughout the day helps keep this 24-hour system in sync. It helps regulate our energy, it maintains consistent sleep patterns, and it even impacts our gut function. Just to give you an example, working out late in the evening might impact your sleep. So it's usually best to exercise in the morning or early in the afternoon to avoid disrupted sleep. It can impact the whole 24-hour clock. Now, there are some tips that I'd like to share with you today so that you can make movement a more integral part of your daily life. Number 1, obvious, stay active during the day. The current physical activity guidelines from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services recommend 150 minutes of moderate activity a week to increase overall health. And you can focus on a combination of cardio and strength training such as the HIIT, the HIIT, CrossFit, or F45 programs that target different muscle groups with different intensity levels. But I go one step further with my clients by encouraging them to just move every day throughout the day, as our bodily functions work best when we are active. So the goal is to integrate some form of physical activity into your weekly or daily routine, even if it's just walking. It's much better than doing nothing during the week and over-exercising on the weekends in order to reach those 150 minutes a week. Of course, you don't have to rely on your gym to work out. You can play with your kids or your pets. You can go hiking. You can bike. You can dance, do yoga or Pilates, or play sports. There are so many options to move and have fun, alone or with friends or family. One big recommendation here, if you are new to exercise, always discuss possible options and programs with your doctor before you begin. Tip number 2, don't sit for too long. Sitting for long periods has a negative effect on our metabolism and our mobility. And the World Health Organization even ranks inactivity as dangerous as high blood pressure, smoking, and high blood sugar. Think about it. So considering that many Americans now sit for hours a day between their work, and if they're working from home, they're not commuting anymore, between their meals, and then maybe watching TV, it's a long time. It can become a 12, 13 hours of sitting every day. So get up and move. This is more important than achieving the 10,000 steps a day goal and then staying seated for the rest of the day. going back to tip 1, stay active during the day. Tip number 3, move at work. You can certainly get a standing desk for your work hours, but my golden rule is to take multiple breaks. Our body and brain are not designed to stay seated and concentrate for hours, so it's essential to take small breaks throughout the day to rest, relax, and recharge, like a reset button. And your breaks can be as little as 5 minutes, preferably 15 to 30 minutes after long periods of deep work. So make sure that you use that precious time to avoid additional input for your brain, such as checking your phone or your email. That's not a break. Instead, get up from your chair and hydrate, stretch, do some light exercise, go outside and take a short walk. If you can immerse yourself in nature, even better. Another way to avoid sitting for too long can be having walking meetings whenever possible. Now, the big question, what is the best type of exercise? And as I mentioned in the Nourish pillar video last week, each of us is different and we respond to everything we do in a different way, including exercise. With my newest coaching program, Regenerate Your Lifestyle, I can help you discover which workout option is best for you based on your unique genetic profile, along with other markers such as diet, nutrients, sleep, and stress, so that you can optimize yourself on all fronts. In the case of today's topic, there are certain genes that affect athletic performance. So understanding what types of exercise you respond to better, and also knowing how long you should recover between workouts and what your injury risk is, allows you to see faster results in your fitness goals. You can find more information about the program here and at the link below. As always, I have a growing list of favorite books I love to read, and I'll link the one related to movement and exercise below. I hope you will get some great ideas for your next book to read. It's now time for your weekly question. So ask yourself, how can I stay active during the day? In other words, what are activities that you can practice to avoid sitting for too long? How about running errands by walking instead of driving? Or taking the stairs instead of the elevator? Or dedicating an hour of group exercise with friends and putting it as a non-negotiable on Tuesdays in your schedule, for instance? Share your response with us below. I would love to know what your ideas are. I will see you in episode 7 of your weekly dose of life-work balance next week, where we will talk about the third pillar of the Harmony Compass, rest. I love that. And if you liked this video and you want to hear more, make sure you give it thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell so you'll get notified when I have new video content. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to live life fully. Bye, guys.